In the vast deserts of the American Southwest, under star-choked skies and redstone cliffs, there are witches who wear the skins of animals to become them. They're called skinwalkers, but that's not what they were meant to be. A long time ago, they were something completely different. Healers, protectors, the ones people trusted when the world felt dangerous or unexplainable. But power, real power, always demands a price. To cross that line, a healer has to betray the deepest bond they have, their own blood, a sacrifice so unimaginable. It corrupts everything inside them. Their soul twists, their body follows, and what rises afterward is something that's no longer human, but not fully animal either. A skinwalker can shift into coyotes, owls, wolves, sometimes creatures much larger than they should ever be. But no matter the shape they choose, two things stay the same: the eyes and the hunger. The elder's warning. A Navajo elder once told a story, one he refused to share until his last years. He said he saw a wolf, at least 7 feet tall on all fours. But the moment it stood upright, its bones cracked in ways no living creature should. Its jaw stretched too wide, its teeth too human, and its voice whispered his name in a language only people speak. He didn't sleep for 3 days after that. The 1997 incident, but that wasn't the only encounter. In 1997, two teenagers were driving near Shiprock late at night, a place locals already avoid after sunset. The boys said they saw something move in the headlights. Small, fast, looked like a dog. They hit it. But when the impact happened, the scream that followed wasn't from an animal. It was the scream of a grown man. Panicked, they pulled over. The road was empty. The desert was silent. Only a thin trail of blood glistened across the asphalt, leading into the sagebrush and black sand. They almost got back into the car, until they heard it. Knocking, soft at first, on the roof, then the passenger window, then the back window circling the car. The last knock was on the windshield. When they looked up, a face stared in. Gray skin, mouth sewn shut with thin black wire, eyes glowing a deep burning red. Before either teen could move, the figure dropped to all fours with a wet crack and sprinted into the darkness, faster than any human should be able to move. When the boys finally made it home, they found deep claw marks across the trunk. Not scratches, but gouges, as if something tried to peel the metal open. And wedged in the car door was a scrap of fur, still warm. Years later, hikers in the same region reported something similar. They found footprints in the sand, large paw prints like a wolf. But halfway across the trail, the prints changed. Suddenly, the paws turned into bare feet, human feet, deep, heavy, moving far too fast to be normal. When they followed the tracks, they ended at a cave entrance. Inside the cave, they found bones, animal bones, human bones, broken, scattered. And on the far wall, scratched deep into the stone, were symbols no archaeologist could identify. The hikers never returned to the desert. Locals say there are rules, ones you must follow if you don't want to be noticed. Rule 1. If you hear 3 knocks at night, don't answer. Don't move. Don't breathe loudly. Because skinwalkers mimic the sounds they've heard humans make. Knocking, calling names, even crying for help. Rule 2. If you dream of an animal watching you, an owl, a coyote, a wolf, you cannot sleep the next night. Dreams are invitations. Once they watch you, they try to find you in the real world. Rule 3. If you find footprints that turn from paws to bare feet, do not follow them. Turn around, walk the other direction. Do not run, because running is an invitation too. Rule 4. If you hear breathing outside your window, don't look. Skinwalkers never come alone. One woman from the Navajo Nation told this final story. She woke around 2:30 a.m. to a scraping sound on her bedroom window. Long, slow, deliberate. She lived in the middle of the desert, no neighbors, no wildlife large enough to reach that high. She stayed still, frozen. The scraping turned to tapping. Then a voice whispered her name, in the voice of her dead brother. She knew better than to respond. The next morning, she found massive paw prints under the window, and next to them, bare footprints, circling the house. She moved away the next week. Skinwalkers are still out there, watching from the dunes, the cliffs, the roadside brush. shifting between shapes, calling out in voices they should not have. And they tend to follow the curious, the ones who listen, the ones who want to know more. So tell me, what country are you from? Because every place has its own monsters, its own legends, its own creatures waiting in the dark. And I can tell you the ones hiding in your home.